Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm hiding from the sun because this just happens to be the perfect time of the year and the perfect time of the day where the sun goes straight through just what little window I have in this room that's not covered by shade because of the shape of the window. And so yeah, it's blind. It's going, it's the power of the sun going straight into my line of sight. This is how it is when I'm looking at the screen. So now I can't. Now I've got a glow. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing good, and hope everyone's been having a good time with Virtua Fighter. I played so much Virtua Fighter in the past week, and I've been having a blast. This weekend, getting kids ready for bed, says Bushido. I will be on ASAP. Awesome. It'll be awesome to have you. So we're going to go ahead and start the room early. Bushido, it is always wonderful to have you in the room, fellow dad. Man, hope you've been doing great, and I look forward to the fights always. All right, so we're going to get the league room started. And yeah, it's been good. This weekend we've got Evo Japan coming up. It's going to be a blast. Gentleman Thief apparently won't be in there, even though he's just leaving Japan this week right before it starts. But it's going to be an awesome time, yeah. And I'm excited for all the action that's going to be coming. I think there has been a lot of good action in VF actually in Japan. So really good tournament recently. My phone's bugging me. Oh, what is going on? I might have to take that call. I'm gonna set up the room, but I gotta take that call. I'm gonna give that call in a sec. It's somebody I haven't talked to in a long time, but we'll get the room started and I'll put myself on spectator. So let's see here. Yeah. Streaming, commentating. Okay, all platforms. I'm gonna be a spectator. Alright, the room code, passcode is 4565. Please go ahead and join in. I am going to make a phone call. I'll be right back. This call is someone that haven't called me in a while, so I need to double check and see if it's some kind of emergency. There's been a lot of these, not exactly emergencies, but it's that I guess where I'm at right now, a lot of the older generation, lots of news happening almost every week. I'll be right back. Okay, though the phone resembled the phone number of someone. Oh, one second. Hello? Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, how you guys all doing today? Excellent. We got NGL and Phaser Cat in. Alright. Evoid says to prank call me. No, it was someone else calling me, but yeah. I don't know if it was a prank call actually. I need to actually probably double check that. I'll be right back.
Round one. Ready, go! two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout! Round four. Ready, go!
Okay, so yeah, the phone might have been someone looking to buy a business or something, but not my business. It was probably someone else's. It's weird. There's calls like that lately. Anyways, wonderful to see you all, and also great to see Subterum here as well. Incident and Mr. Worldwide. I'm glad you are in here today. Let's see how everything goes today. All right. Angio, welcome. Hope you've been doing really well. Nice to meet you. And let's see how these matches go in. Let me see here. I don't play Pi much, but it's kind of fun trying her out, so lately, so I kind of want to try that out. We'll see. Alright, and then we got Kitetsu in the room. Excellent. Welcome, Kitetsu.
Ready, go!
Alright. Now, at the very least, when Go does the sidekick punch, it's usually -10. At least it used to be. If it might even be more than -10 now. But traditionally, that move is -10 on block. So, so you want to at least do a throw if you block the full string.
Round two. Ready, go!
So, of course, if it really is -10, then Go has a way to deal with throws, but the timing is so hard that you really should challenge him on it. You should dare him to do his throw sabaki, because most people cannot really actually do it consistently. so it's always good to, like, don't worry about the fact that he has it. He's not really going to hurt you anyways when he does it. Not that much, but it's always worth doing the throw and challenging him. Virtua Fighter is the kind of game where it's actually always good to just challenge people on stuff. It's like, if you think the opponent knows how to beat Fuzzy Guard, well, keep doing Fuzzy Guard until they actually beat it. If you're worried about guard punishment, actually the Japanese way to play is to, if the launcher is good and you're threatening to, and you want to get good reward with it, go ahead and do it until the opponent, like, punishes it twice. You want to double check, you want to make sure. If you don't want to assume too much sometimes, especially if you're fighting someone new. You want to see what they've got, and you can always use the first round of the game to test these things out. Of course, when your life is low, if a launcher combo is going to win the round against you or lose you the round, then yeah, then that's when you don't do it. But you do it when you've got a full life bar. You test it out, you challenge people, because if they can't punish, that's your opportunity. And then if you are able to land that launcher like twice or 3 times, they would have to do that. They would have to punish that launcher quite a bit, like a lot, to make up that difference. So you do want to think in profit and loss in a game like Virtua Fighter. And you do want to build reads on your opponent. And even if it's going to cost you the first game in general, or the first round or two, it's worth it to get the information. It's worth it to get a profile of your opponent. It's worth it to start building a profile of your opponent. In general, it is. Safety is definitely important, and mastering the skills of safety is important. But this game is definitely about. But you definitely want to get good at seeking opportunity, because if you can't threaten people, if you don't build the threat part of your game, then people will roll over you, and they really will. Like if I realize like you can't do like Nitaku or certain other things, I might just start spamming on you. If you can't buffer, I definitely will spam on you, because I'm taking advantage of the fact that you haven't proven to me that that you can stop me, right? This is a game about that where you want to show you can stop your opponent, and it's scary at first, but it should empower you to try to work on your skills, to keep building them up. Dojos like this are great places to build those skills up too. So yeah, so it's really important, and in the long term, getting good at profiling your opponent, of getting a read, getting a sense of the way they play or what they can and cannot do, is really huge information, and it becomes your advantage.
Round 3. Ready?
So this game has lots of information warfare, but if you refuse to, if you don't really like provoke your opponent to give the information, you might not have any information to work with, and that could be okay depending on what skills you bring to the table. But if you don't bring much skills to the table, it works against you. So yeah. Yeah, 2-3 perfect delays to PKG from -10 is so tough. It is very rare to see it happen. Even on offline, it's rare to see Go players do the throw sabaki, which is why I tell people you got to challenge it. You got to just do the throw punish, you know, like let them prove to you that that's not a throw punish, you know. But that said, Revo did reduce the amount of -10 situations on Go, so it's not like Final Showdown had a lot of -10 for Go, but they made more punishable. So you just they kind of made the decision simpler in a way. Yeah. So yeah, Kung Fu Hustle, you can join in. Room is, the room is hosted by me, Chan Chai, and the code is 4565. So come on in. We'd love to have you. Love to have you if you're not in here already. So let me see here. So I was looking up Go Sidekick Punch because I want to verify. And so 3KP is indeed, it is -13 now. Okay, so now you can PK punish, and if you have a 13 frame punisher, you can 13 frame punish the 3KP. That's even better. So you don't even have to worry about the throw sabaki, but you can do that, and you can still throw, for the record. But you probably should just use your 13 frame punisher or PK. Most characters have a standard PK punish, and it's not just a PK punish. PK punish for most characters, and you gotta check for yourself, but most characters, when they do a PK punish, are plus, have a small advantage. You should use it. So very standard to do PK and then do like an elbow after it. With Akira, PK, dashing elbow after it. And then when your opponent does something about that option, then you work around it. But generally, it's gonna get you a lot, and you'll be surprised how much people get hit by that elbow. So look at your character. When you normal hit with a PK, what's your frame advantage? That should give you a guideline. Whatever that frame advantage plus 12, you can do up to that much of an attack. So if you're +2, that means you could do a 14 frame, but actually most people are +4 or +5. So at +4, you can do a 16 frame attack, preferably a mid. So PK into that, PK into whatever is frame appropriate. Very, very strong way to play. And the opponent should do a fuzzy guard after eating a PK punish.
Round 1.
And then you get to play mind games from there.
Go!
But without provoking it, the mind games don't really happen without provoking it. And so doing the standard play doesn't mean it's something you always do. It's something that you and your opponent eventually work around. But if you don't play it, then you're kind of wasting an advantage. And you're wasting a way of controlling the fight, actually. Because that's the thing, we want opponents to deal with the standard answer, and then now we're dictating the fight by pushing that situation, and then we use the frames to apply pressure, and then we work around how our opponent tries to beat that standard answer. Alright, awesome, Artner. Glad you got in here. Seisha's here. Alright, these two, Incident and Phaser Cat, are having a really nice battle here.
Round 3.
Yeah, so yeah, Go is now like minus 13, and 3P plus K, okay, is the minus 10 now. Is 3P plus K now the minus 10? So 3P plus K is minus 9 from the shoulder, but the standing 3P plus K is minus 10. Okay, good to know. Good to know that's interesting one, but that's kind of, I can see your logic in that. I can see the logic in that. Thank you very much, Tango Man. It's so good to have you here, man. You know you're always welcome to join the room if you like as well. No pressure. I know that I know you like going into more sweaty sets with, like, you know, very similar levels, but these dojo sessions are open for everyone. I do think 3P plus K is a really sweet move. I think 3P plus K is an awesome move. Like it's an approaching move. It's very threatening because it's like a normal hit launcher, right? If it's the move I think it is, it's like a normal hit launcher. It's like the upper elbow, right? It's like he steps forward and does this high elbow. It's really nasty. It's a really good move. So now knowing that the opponent has to block and throw, yeah. It's the gut punch. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, it's the gut punch. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so that sounds like a good Nitaku actually. And minus 10 is not so bad. Like, again, people can escape throws, right? On top of that, Go can Sabaki it too. Alright, let's try this out. This is gonna be so bad. Incident's gonna smoke my pie. Incident's just gonna destruct the pie because I don't normally play pie much. There's a few things I think I can go for, but I don't know. We'll see. It's just gonna be fun. I enjoy playing Pi, but I don't play her normally. I've just been having fun with her at locals recently, you know. So we'll see. And so, Incident will probably win this one, but I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens. See what happens.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Alright, there we go. That doesn't work. Okay, so sometimes people do have trouble logging in, especially if you've traditionally had tougher connections with me. Then, but keep trying. It's Kung Fu Hustle, but that is kind of the thing with this game.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Alright. Good game, Vincent. Good game. Thank you very much. I'm glad. Okay, so this is so Green Lantern or Kung Fu Hustle. I'll jump out here for a sec. I'll jump out of this. Switch. Take a break. Okay, so Kung Fu Hustle. This does happen with the room, especially once they get over 10. If you basically I recommend keep trying because there's a chance because some people do get in here. That said, sometimes it might be that you're having trouble getting connected with one of the players in the room, or vice versa. And so it could be that. And so one of those things where I've definitely had to try like up to like 15 times to get in. So it might be tough to get into the room right now. that said, we're likely to start this league battle at around the 50-minute mark. So, and then, or around the 50-minute mark. After this game, we plan to start the league battle, but I would try back again. If you are available, I would try back again in about an hour, and or less, about 45 minutes. And we're doing many league battles tonight. If you're patient, keep trying, because I think the patience worth it. I would love to have you in the room, but I also know that that it can be tough. This room issue has been kind of a little bit more prevalent since World Stage came out with crossplay, but I think it's a number of factors, but I do think that the rooms, it can be tough because some connections are tougher than others, you know, so we'll see. It's a hard one, and I really wish you could join us. At the same time, I know that it can be tough, and I know it can really wear your patience out. But if you want to keep trying, I will wait for you. I will wait a bit for you. Like, I will wait until the 55, like, for another game. If you want to do that, then keep trying, let me know. And what it is that, but it sounds like you got into the room, it pinged, and it was, as it was going through the pings, maybe one of the connections that it was trying to establish a good connection with didn't really establish well, and then, you know, got disconnected. So it is tough.
Ready, go!
Yeah, so it's a tough one. Yeah. That said, because I know that you and, like, I always enjoy playing with you, Kung Fu Hustle, and I know that generally you and I have a playable connection, but I know that sometimes we haven't had the cleanest connection with one another, and that's why my feeling is there's a chance that sometimes it would be tough, but no, most of the time it should be okay. If you come in early, it should be pretty good. Alright, we got FC Racer and Rayblade have come into the room, and Evoid is also here, so awesome. And of course, you got hot VFers in your area. It's probably Devil Ray. Always love the usernames that she comes up with. They're awesome. So, love having Devil Ray here. Like hot VFers in your area. But yeah, Kung Fu Hustle, let me know if you're still trying to get in. Okay, after we're gonna play this game too, and after this game we'll start the next league battle. Hey Ray, good to see you. So hopefully Kung Fu Hustle can get in, but it does suck when it has the disconnect thing. I am glad that we've got 13 people in here. You know, we used to get 16 pretty easily. The problem is that connections can crash out. I don't see any gray bars, but if anybody does see a gray bar after like a minute has passed, those gray bars are a red flag, because those gray bars are likely to crash out at some time during the league. So that's where we encourage that if you do see gray bars, that one of the people seeing gray bars at least leave the room, come back in and try. But let us know so we know that's what you're doing, so we don't leave you behind when we start the league. So Rayblade had a long weekend and still recovering. I see. Well, I'm glad that you're hanging out with us to chill. And, you know, I always love fighting with you, Ray, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll try Pie, though my Pie will probably get smoked by, like, Evoid and Ray will definitely destroy my Pie. It's a lot of fun, though. Lots and lots of fun. But it's good working on it. Good working on it. So Trivago is what you recommend for finding lower prices, I'm guessing on flights and hotels? Very cool. So Trivago, huh? Sometimes better than the event discount. Oh, for sure.
Round 4. Ready, go!
And instant uses Hotwire, okay, but only for flights. Ah, okay. It's not a bad idea to try to lock in on some flight deals right now if you can afford it. I'm anticipating prices to go up. And while normally sometimes you kind of just wait it out and find the right time to get a ticket, I'm anticipating the cost of flights to go up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe package deals happen, or maybe subsidies happen. All right. Whoops. Never mind. They jumped in. All right. Good. We're gonna start the league match. I guess. Okay. We're starting the league match now. Let's see how it goes. Phaser Cat Games is on break, or is the one that's sitting out this round, since we have an odd number of players. Yeah, so, well, especially in times of, war, instability, and also when the reserve starts getting tapped, you know, like, I don't know if everyone's prepared for what we're going to be seeing soon. but anyways, it's going to be interesting times. We're living in interesting times, absolutely. All right, Sisha, looks like we're having a time getting our connection going here. Hopefully our connection works through. Hopefully no crash. Sisha and I are still loading it up. Let's hope it gets in. No, we disconnected from the other players. Okay. Sisha, no. Oh no, the room crashed pretty hard. Okay. Try to come into the room if you can. We're gonna, actually no, we're gonna restart the room. With this type of a crash out, I'm starting a new room. Letting you all know I am starting a new room. When we have a crash out like this, definitely want to start a new room. Okay, let me give it about 30 seconds. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10, 11,000. Alright, we are starting the room now. Okay, we've got a new room. The room ID is 50718. 50718. Alright. Let's see. Ray, you guys go ahead and start up. Rayblade, FC Racer, go ahead and spar as we wait for people to join the room, and also just kind of establish connections, stabilize them in theory. Yeah, the accessing thing stayed up during the match. Indeed, that was an ominous sign, very ominous sign.
Ready, go!
All right, we got 8 people in the room. By the way, Kung Fu Hustle, this is a fantastic time to try to join the room, if I'm being honest.
Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
All right.
Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
All right, we're gonna start the next league battle right after this game,
Knockout!
which is about now. All right, we are about to start the next league battle, the first one, really. And here we go. All right, let's see how this goes. Should be fun. All right, Dr. Dog, here we go.
Round 1. Ready,
Aoi has always been able to reverse two-handed attacks. She's the only character that can do it. But she has to do it manually. She can't do it with her stance. She can't do it with the parry stance. Very nice. Good one, Dr. Dog. Alright, let me move the mouse really quick.
Round 2. Ready, go!
No, Aoi has always had the two-hand reversal if she does it manually. Like with like the ones that are manual that only do mids, for example.
Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Ring out!
But yeah, so if Aoi does her Tenchi stance, that one cannot intercept two-handed attacks. She can also intercept head attacks. She can intercept everything. So to keep it simple, if she does it manually, meaning like down back and P plus K, or back P plus K or down P plus K, she can pretty much intercept everything if she does it manually. If she does it like the big stance that covers like lots of mids and highs, that one can only do one arm. Yes, yeah, Rei is the only one countering two-handed moves. A lot of Pi play, I mean, Aoi play, I do it as Aoi as well, but it's a fun one. But yeah, it's fun countering headbutts. It's fun countering stuff that nobody else can counter.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Very nice, Tisha.
Knockout!
Nice throw. I like the throw choice here because it whiff punished.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I like the reversals, the back reversals like that.
Knockout!
Didn't have the range. No, well, didn't have the time.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Ring out! Round 5. Ready, go!
Very good game, Sisha. That was excellent battle. That was a really, really good battle. I enjoyed that so much. Alright, is it me and Kitetsu, huh? Let's see how this goes. I might get wrecked. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to give it a hard time.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Nice. I love this. I like that too. Oh, that was an intense battle. This was a really intense one here.
Ready, go!
Very nice. Nice duck. See if you can crack it. Nice. Very nice. And nice using the 2K plus G because it goes the opposite direction. I like it.
Ready, go!
I like that too. I like that. Nice, there you go. That low throw was beautiful. That low throw was really, really beautiful. I like that very much. There you go. Like that. Good game, good game. That was excellent. Keep it up. That was an awesome battle, Kitetsu. I enjoyed that so much. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I like switching over to the low throw. I like everything in that last round especially. It's really, really good. Mr. World Might Hears, yeah. Let's see. I don't know what their delay is set to, but when I fight them, I'll see and I'll talk to them about it if it's set really low. I do recommend the delay setting, which you can set during the menu portion or in the league. I do recommend setting it to 3 or 4. I actually recommend it for 4 in league battles because we've got people from all over with different types of connections. So I recommend at least setting it to 4 when it comes to league rooms or the dojo sessions. Okay, Art Nurse says mine is set to 6. I'll change it. 6 is fine. By the way, what we're saying is we're worried more about people that are setting it to 2 and to 1. Now, because the game tends to default to 2, a lot of people have it set to 2, and those are usually people we have to tell set it to at least 4. 6 is totally fine. 6 is totally cool. Actually, some people prefer 6 if you think that's going to be better. So, yeah. Very nice. It's going to take me a... Keep on doing that stop because I do need to be able to see it better.
Ready, go!
There we go.
Knockout!
Very nice stuff. Keep it up.
Ready, go! Knockout!
But yeah, 6 is totally fine art nerve though.
Ready,
I think art nerve is sub-champ.
knockout!
That was intense battle incident. Intense battle. Am I getting spammed by the... I'm getting spammed, aren't I? Nope. Okay, family's good.
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
So Mr. Worldwide's delay 4? Okay, cool, cool. Still has thanks. I don't play Pi much. I will take all the advice you want to give me on Pi because your Pi is awesome. Typo. Okay, okay. I was gonna say, oh, on my name. That's okay. Steelbaz, it's so good to see you, my friend. And I will take all of the advice you want to give on Pi. I'll take all of it because I really like your Pi. Your Pi is awesome. So I don't play Pi much, but I'm having fun. I played with her a bit at locals this week, and it's like, oh, I kind of want to play Pi a little bit. It's always fun.
Round 1. Ready, go!
We didn't cart. We both went for it.
Knockout!
She definitely, you definitely feel like a lot of freedom with her. That said, you also feel like you got to confirm a lot of stuff with her too. Really? Really? Oh, it's because it's 14. It's not. It's not fast. Okay, I gotta just keep it simple. PK. Gotta just do PK. So I'm not Leon. K is not the 13 frame button. Ooh, nice. Very good. I'm dead. Oh, no. Nice. You went with the low option. Very good. Also, not Leon can't 8K that. I'll hit a button after evade. Good game. Good game. Like I said, I was expecting Evoid and also Rayblade to wreck my Pi. That was really good game. Really, really good game. No, Devil Ray got booted. Okay. Devil Ray had the disconnect from the first game. I see. Yeah. By the way, it's always going to give that message about that. So, did we get anyone else that had trouble? Very good game, Evoid. That was an awesome battle. I liked your mix-ups a lot as always, and I got outguessed on all those. Let's see. Oh yeah, Bushido will also wreck my pie, like really bad, but it's fun. That's what we're doing in here. Oh, but Bushido might not be in the league because I think he came in later, but he'll be ready for the next league. So yeah. But pie is fun. There's lots of fun stuff to work with. So Devoy is having trouble rejoining the room. I see. The league should be over soon. Oh, there's quite a few. We're about halfway there. Okay. Let's see. Alright, Subterm, show me what you got. Destroy this pie. Anniversary pie.
Round one. Ready, go!
Nice, that's the uppercut punch there. There you go. Nice. There you go. You can kind of see how I zoned that.
Ready, go!
Yep. Can't try to speed step. There you go. Always evade to his, well, not always, but to the front is better. So
Ready, go!
I like that backdash into 3 KP. Yep. just when you said it, the low circular, I do it. I didn't see you message, but I was like, that's my instinct to told me to go ahead and do that because of his stepping.
Excellent!
This is always fun too, how delayable this 6P plus K is. It's a very annoying move too. This thing used to disrupt me all the time. 6P plus K. I think she's got some tricks with it too, right? She's got like a weird, like, I'm gonna mess with you for, I think from crouch back punch is the one that messes with the elbow, right? Like she can like low punch, it gets blocked, and she does like she does back punch and it like disrupts the elbow. like it's really annoying play, right? She's got stuff like that. Yeah, the low, her sweep is good. Her sweep is good. Especially because it's one where it's like, oh, okay, I see the situation, I can just do the sweep. Especially like if an opponent likes to step, it's quite good. So yeah, I like her sweep. I have to get used to the fact that it is a down back motion. It's like 1K plus G, but it's good. Okay, so the thing okay, it's a good question. Subterm is asking about Pie's 9K. Here's the trick. 9K, just commit to punishing, just commit to attack right away. Because the thing is that it has very little stun. You have very little guard stun that you have to input. She is -5, but you got to input right away. Now here's the catch. Go ahead and input, because even if she did the 9KK, you would still block it. You would, because of the stun from the block, you will still block the double kick. So just go ahead and whenever you block it, just strike right away. Until she starts doing like sidestep and stuff like that, right? The thing that you're worried about is her doing sidestep or like movement play. Like that's what you're worried about. But 9K, if you block it, just strike right away, because even if she does the double, like you're you're not gonna eat the double. So even if like this thing here, and you'll be able to punish it still. You'll still be able to punish it. So just like when you block it, just strike right away. Like if you block this swallow kick, you attack right away. It is hard because of how fast this thing's come at you, but the trick is that you don't have to worry about the follow up. The game that she's gonna play is stuff like, it's more like movement like that. Right? Like this movement, right? That's the thing that you're worried about when striking with against her. But you don't have much time to punish. That was good. Awesome FC Racer. So you don't have time to input your right away. You just gotta commit. So the trick against Pi is to commit. I had to learn that the hard way. And that's why it's almost like a jab. It's like a flying jab, right? Because most people are just late, or because like you have no time. And so, when the moment you block it, just strike back. If I was a Cure, I'd probably use 3P, but because 6P might slow me down. Alright, thanks Steel Vest. Yeah, I gotta do more of the bounds. I'll try to use more 6K plus G in the combos. I really just do it on like the really extreme combos right now, but I do need to work it into more combos. Like just like jab into 6K plus G. And then also I gotta find the proper finisher, because I know that I can do a stronger finish with her. Her evade punish is insane when she gets that body check though.
Ready, go!
I like that.
Knockout!
Yeah.
Round two. Ready, go!
Man. Alright, can't do it there. So just do the 9KK follow up because of that. So you can't do that kind of finish.
Ready, go!
Good game, Ray. Good game. I like that a lot. That's really fun. It's really fun. I tried to out hit with certain stuff. Didn't have the frames, or I was late, or I got out hit. So good to know. Good to know. Like Aoi's like rising upper like beat out a lot of stuff I thought could outpower it, but it didn't. So it was the wrong move. I gotta work on that. It was really good stuff. That was so much fun. Hey, Karasuba Shiro, good to see you. Just dropping by to watch and learn since I'm trying to see different countries' playstyle of VF. Yeah, always fun, always fun. Right now I'm having fun with Pi. I actually don't play Pi almost at all, but she's so much fun. So I'm having fun with her today with everyone, and we're having a great time. The sessions here are mostly, it's like basically it's an open session. So I let a lot of people come in. We get to work on our skills, work on whatever we're working on, try to improve, and some people are very competitive, so we do that too. But really, it's an open dojo. It's an open training session, and I enjoy it like this. I enjoy competing too, but my Tuesday nights are meant to be a big open dojo, so people can feel free to work on stuff, find more sparring partners, and also I try to help them see some things if they're looking for that kind of insight. But yeah, lots and lots of fun. But thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with us. We're having a good time. We're having a very good time. And we're happy to have you here. So feel free to say anything you like in the chat, as long as it's respectful and nice. Then we're happy. Any advice on using Get Up effectively? Which buttons to input, because I struggle against evasive players that some of them don't use Get Up attack. Apply mix up, like Nitaku. Depends on how they get up. Sometimes you bait them to do it, right? Virtua Fighter 1 style Okizemi is a little different. Alright, Mr. Worldwide, good to see you. Here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Alright, here we go. I see.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I like Mr. Worldwide's play. Nice. Very nice. All right.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I see what FC Racer's talking about. So I don't have the best connection with Mr. Worldwide. There's a lot of hiccups, but I don't mind. It is an adjustment though, and some of my inputs will get hiccuped on a little bit. But I am happy that he's here with us, because I haven't been able to spar with him in a while. There you go. I like his choices though. I like the way he's applying Nitaku.
Round 5.
I see.
Ready, go!
Nice punish. That thing weaved right between my punches. I like his choices. Very good. Mr. Worldwide, that was really good play. That was really, really good play. I like it a lot. I like it very much. Good stuff. I like it when the way that you're slowing it down and go for the direct read like that. So, good game. That was very, very fun, my friend. I'm glad we finally get to spar. Took me a bit to get used to how to control in the connection with you, but I enjoyed it, and it was playable. But it just had its moments. But I appreciate it. Let's see. But that said, I like your reads. I really like your reads very much. And I lost on the reads, so that was very good. Okay, so Karasubi Shiro is asking, what is hit confirming and set patterns in your own point of view? Well, strong patterns of play in general is to do, like, if you have advantage, it's good to do a mid attack. Hit confirm. This is a hard one. In VF, it's very fast and it's actually kind of hard to hit confirm, but you should work on it always. But actually, in addition to the hit confirming, the thing that makes the hit confirming easier or better is getting used to watching your opponent's startup frames, because really what's important in Virtua Fighter is to buffer. Buffer means inputting your next move early, committing to your next move when you block. Because if you do not buffer in this game, you probably will not be playing frame tight. And if you are not playing frame tight, your opponent will probably out hit you despite your intention. So if you don't buffer, it's like you will be playing delayed by yourself, even without lag. Like, just even offline, this will happen. So you have to buffer, like you have to master buffering first. And so the hit confirm, but the challenge to that, because of the buffer and because VF encourage you to input early, is watching your opponent while they're during their startup frame. Because it's more about the force guess is stronger in this game at first when you're learning this game than the force guess is a little stronger than playing on reaction. So that's what I will first say. So learning to buffer is how you can force guess and how you can play based on guessing as opposed to reaction. Because the buffering is just more about reacting sooner and inputting soon, making the decision sooner, right? So I see high attack or I see that he whiff, I'm not committed to punish because I'm too slow to punish, but I will strike right away to fill the gap, right? And then if I know this low punch gonna hit, I'll do the 6P because with that small advantage, this 6P will stop a lot of attacks, right? And then I do 6P, right? Even though 6P doesn't do much damage, it means like they can't really attack, like not many attacks will beat it. And if I counter hit with it, I can mix up right after, like throw or attack. Right? So this is like low punch into throw, right? Yeah, so watching the opponent's animation of the frame, not that you have to, how do I put this? You're gathering information sooner. You're watching sooner. You can still hit confirm, but hit confirm is hard to do in this game because the recovery is very fast. With punish in Virtua Fighter is pretty hard compared to like Tekken, right? Guard punish is a little hard compared to Tekken, but it depends on the character, because some character has really good like guard punish. Most characters do. My main character does not actually. My main character does not have a really good guard punish except when he fights against Taka. But most characters do have a good guard punish. But the thing is if the opponent doesn't do much guard punishable things, then you're more likely to run into mix-up. So committing to mix-up. The main mix-up in Virtua Fighter though is not really mid-low like Tekken. The main mix-up in Virtua Fighter is actually mid-attack or throw. There are many mix-ups after that. You can do mid-low mix-up, but the problem in this game when you try to do mid-low mix-up is maybe your opponent can sidestep both, and that's one defensive choice that would be mid-attack or low attack. Sometimes they use the difference of the values, so sometimes the low is not so good. In Virtua Fighter, a lot of the low attacks are not very good at like damage, but they are good for disrupting, and that's kind of it. But then the opponent has advantage even when you hit. So even if I kick the opponent in the shin, I might be -2, but that's okay. I can play with that. I can play with a -4. I can play with a -2. It's nothing guaranteed. So if they strike, I can sidestep, or I can hop kick, something like that. But then if I hop kick and they do high punch or elbow, I will eat a combo. So that's risk. It's a lot of risk if I want to crush them. But the low kick is just good at annoying the high block. throw is better. Throw is better at beating a high block. If they're going to be very defensive, they sidestep or they guard. Throwing is pretty good until people start playing with like delay attack. It gets complicated, the relationship, but let's go back and keep it simple. In Virtua Fighter, you want to get good at buffering. So that's like I block side kick, I strike right away. I block side kick, I throw right away. That's what I mean by the mix up. Like I block and I attack, or I block and I throw. They whiff, I attack, or they whiff and I throw. Right. These playing like that tends to be a little stronger at first. Developing that skill. That's the mix up part. Boxing is really important in this game. So the boxing is the safe play to play with speed. So it's a high punch, which is punch. I press punch and then I press guard so that I don't do string. I don't want to do punch. I want to just do one punch. This one punch in VF does not have many plus on block move, advantage on block. Jab everybody have, and for everybody jab is plus on block. So so high punch, low punch, elbow, throw, and defense. These are the boxing of Virtua Fighter. So Virtua Fighter boxing is like probably really like number one skill to kind of get a sense of how to play this game and how to construct the mix up. Because if I get red spark when I jab, I can mix up. If I get red spark when I elbow, I can mix up. If I get red spark when I low punch, I can mix up. And if I miss, it's a little hard for them to punish me if I miss with the jab, right? If I miss with the elbow, maybe they can punish me, but it's kind of hard. Low punch, kind of hard, a little hard, right? So that's why the boxing is very strong. So mix up, boxing, and then the last part, grappling. This game, throw is very strong. Throw is very strong. So sometimes even if the opponent whiff, maybe I cannot punish with attack, maybe I can throw. And if I can throw, it's like they have to guess the correct throw to break away from it. But if I get my throw, the damage is very good in this game. This game, the throw is very good damage in Virtua Fighter. So yeah. I hope this makes sense to you, Kurasuba Shiro. I know that we've talked before, and I think you know these concepts already. But I have to talk about that before we talk about some of the other concept, I think. So yeah. All right, everybody, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and spar some, and people can join the room. People that could not come in earlier would be great. Yeah. Yeah, Evoid playing really good. That was great. Name one example of an easy buffer. Okay, easy buffer is... Actually, buffering always happens in Virtua Fighter. For example, let's say I whiff uppercut. Okay, when I am stuck recovering, a little before I recover, I tap down and neutral. Down, neutral. Okay? This is sidestep. So I whiffed, and then I told the game, when I recover, I want to sidestep. So then the opponent's already attacking me to try to hit me from whiffing, and I already told the game I want to sidestep. So when my character recover from the uppercut, he sidestep. Automatically. Right? Now, I cannot do it like really early, but a little before I recover, I can do it. That is example of buffer. Another example, opponent do uppercut and I block. So then I go, okay, I want to do uppercut back at them. So I input, uppercut. And after I block the uppercut, when I recover, I already input it. So when I recover, my character does uppercut right away. That's buffering. Now the hard buffer is the boxing buffer. So like opponent does low punch and I block it, and you can stand block. You can high guard against low punch. So I see the low punch coming in and I block, And this one is a harder one, but it is the one everybody has to eventually get good at if they play VF long enough. Ideally, want to do elbow is a standard answer. Like block the low punch, do elbow. So the moment the low punch touch my leg, right after it touched my leg, I press forward and punch for elbow, and then it goes like this. I recover my character elbow right away. You want to get good at this. This is the hard one. This is the one that will take time for people to get good at, but it is standard. Now, if you cannot do it, you can do low punch back. You block and then low punch. But why do we like elbow more than low punch is because somebody can beat the low punch by hopping, and there are many ways to beat low punch. If I always do low punch after I block, opponent can actually start beating it with hop kick. They can hop and kick me, right? But if I do elbow, cannot hop me, they cannot duck me. The elbow wins against hop, wins against duck, wins against many things. That's why standard is just block, elbow. It's like block, elbow. But that's the hard one. That's the goal. If you get good at block elbow, then you can actually get good at block uppercut or block launcher. You can do those things too. But like block the low punch and do it. But blocking low punch is very quick. Earlier somebody asked about Pi when she hopped forward and kick. For some people, it's really hard to get used to block that and strike right away, but you have to get used to it eventually. Otherwise, she will keep using it like it's plus on block, but it's not. She's actually -5. So yeah. But that's a hard one. Most one is easy. Block shoulder, like somebody do shoulder attack. I block it, throw. Block it, uppercut. Yeah. Block it, knee. Yeah. All of those are cases of buffering. I block it and I did not recover yet, but I told the game, this is what I want to do when I recover. I input it. And the game go, okay. And when I recover, boom, I do it. So I hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense, Karasuba. Shiro.
Ready, go!
Buffering is like when you guard and you punish. It's just that in some game to punish, like Street Fighter, to punish you have to like time really like. Buffering means I could input much earlier, much earlier than that. I can buffer earlier than Street Fighter. But in Street Fighter, you can do motion early, but the button has to be timed. In Virtua Fighter, everything can be input early.
Round 2. Ready, go!
So Virtua Fighter encouraged the player to think, what do I do next? And do it. Almost like RPG, like playing role-playing game, like playing Japanese RPG. Like Final Fantasy, it's kind of like that. It's like, oh, this is what I want to do next. This is what I want to do next. This is my action. This is my choice. And the opponent make choice too.
Knockout!
Hey RJ, welcome RJ, Blaker Street, good to see you.
Round 3.
And again, good games everyone too, yes. Thank you very much for those battles. So, we're doing some sparring here. In Virtua Fighter, the motions in Virtua Fighter, technically they're easy, but they are different from a lot of other fighting games and they feel a little different. So that is the tricky part of learning the inputs in Virtua Fighter. In Virtua Fighter, if you want to input nice and clean, generally you see the stick here. You want to let the stick be at neutral most of the time by default in Virtua Fighter. When you play Tekken, a lot of times you're holding back. And when you're playing Street Fighter, maybe you hold down back and sometimes moving around and down back. But in Virtua Fighter, just let the control be neutral usually. And then you get used to motions like forward, forward punch, back, back kick. The hard one is back, down, forward. 4-3. I use numeric notation, which if you look at the diagram, the stick diagram, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5 is neutral, 6, 7, 8, 9. We use numeric notation because if I say down forward, maybe you think I mean quarter circle forward twice, but maybe I actually meant 3, 3, right? So it's easier to say 3, 3 than say diagonal down forward, and it's less confusing than down forward, because you don't know if I meant down forward. Diagonal down forward is very long, so again 3, 3, right? Then you know what I meant. That's why there's a bias for using numeric notation in Virtua Fighter. We have motions like 6, 6, 4, 6, 6. You know, from crouch 3. We have motions like that. We have back 4, 6, right? But and they're fine. But when we start saying, you know, it's back forward, this is down forward, but we actually meant diagonal down forward and punch. Then we actually meant diagonal down forward and punch. So saying something like 3, 3P, once you understand numeric notation, make it a little easier. Make it quick. And actually, it makes it easier to talk to Japanese players without like worrying about if they understood what word I said. Yeah, so when we talk about high jab, is punch and then we tap guard. Guard cancel is important in Virtua Fighter because if I want to do like the high punch, but I don't want to do punch string, if I want to, I can do this. And to do this is punch guard. When I press guard, it tells the game I don't want to do string follow up. No string follow up. So if I want to do punch, but I don't want to do punch, I can do PPG, punch guard, and then I can do it again. So I go punch, right? By doing PPG. Whereas if I do PPP, then it's like punch string. So guard can tell the game I don't want to do the string follow-up, but I want to start acting right away too. I want to act as fast as possible, as soon as possible. And guard lets me do that because it's not like punch, wait, don't press anything, punch, right? And then we try to perfect time our single jab, especially in a combo. Then just punch and guard is very clean, and I can go into doing the next move right away.
Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Hey, Mr. Worldwide, I'm glad you were able to join too. I had a lot of fun, and that was an awesome win against my Pi, so let's keep up the spars. I like the reads that you're applying. I like it very much. I liked it when you slowed the match down and you made reads. Very good game. I enjoyed it a lot. It was my pleasure. Okay, so you're asking about her throw. No, back throw is her stronger throw direction. So for Pi, the back throw is the strongest direction for Pi. She's got both from crouch 4 P plus G, and she's also got half circle back P plus G. Awesome. We would love to have you. It's a lot of fun in this room, you know? And when if you spar with me, I will work with you, because I use the league format so that people can get lots of matches with each other, but it's not really meant. It's can be competitive for the people that want it to be competitive, but really my goal is to get people to get more matches with each other. That said, we do want to get people into the room as much as we can. However, after this, once you're in here, Karasuba, we'll probably start the league battle after you get in. So let me know if you have trouble joining the room. Sometimes people do have trouble joining the room, especially after 10 people are in already. That's because it's probably trying to make sure you have a good connection with everybody in the room. So hopefully you will have a good connection with everyone here. The standard is to block 2P, and with most characters do 6P. It depends on the character. Most characters it's 6P. That's the standard. If you are having trouble doing that, you can block and do low punch until you get used to that. And but if 6P becomes easy, you can do better options as well. But 6P is the standard option, and it's the standard option because it's a fast mid. It's usually your fastest mid attack, not always, but it usually is. And being usually the fastest mid attack, it's hard to crush, and so that's the main reason for using it. And now the hard part with most elbows, the 6Ps, we usually call them elbows because usually they look like an elbow, but the hard thing about them is that when they hit normally, you almost never get advantage. It's just neutral, but you're trying to counter hit and you're trying to crouch hit with it. That's your goal. You're also, if people try to do something like a hop kick to try to beat a low punch, they're gonna be popped out of the air. So it's good. And it cannot be low punched under, right? If you do high punch, people can low punch you, because low punch crushes high punch. Crouching attacks crush high attacks, right? And if you do low punch, people can do hop kick, because usually hop kicks usually crush low punch. And so that's the weakness of low punch. 6P, it's hard to crush. Can't really hop over it, can't really duck under it. Usually you need a very special move to beat it, or you try to make it whiff. So yeah. Okay, so Blake Street having trouble joining. Necromancy says, interesting conversation. Yeah, Necromancy's got a good point where said, for anyone who has played Tekken and knows how you need to go to neutral for a Mishima crouch dash, treat most VF inputs as needing to be neutral first. Yeah, most inputs do need that. Like some can start from others, but most of the time, neutral is what you want to assume first. Yeah, it's your default. Don't worry, Bushido, we'll wait for you. Bushido's in the room, okay. Karasuba, are you having trouble joining? Let's see. Okay. So Necromancer was talking about my buffering. Oh, Sisha, thanks. I don't think I don't play multiple characters as well as Ray, but I try. But when I train people, I do like to do it. So Blaker Street, I'm so starting. Let's see. I see. So Karasuba's having trouble joining, maybe waiting. If there is a match in progress in a big lobby, it's likely will not let you join. It does, but it will sometimes hiccup those players. But we've gotten used to those hiccups. I see. Okay, that's a good point. I'll try it. We'll try that more. Genesis Frenzy. Try to have people join in when it's hard to time on the stream, but yes. Alright, Guibert be chilling, sounds good. Chilling is good. We love the comfort. We love your company, Guibert. We love fighting you too, but we also, we love all forms of Guibert. So.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Okay.
Excellent. Round 4.
Let's see here.
Ready, go!
Alright, after this game, I'm going to start the next league battle. Oh no, I don't think the 5G connection is going to work too well. Depends on what you meant. Did you mean like on your... What kind of connection are you on, Karasuba? Karasuba, sometime we might do a one-on-one. Maybe I'll schedule a one-on-one session with you. I've got time this week. So Karasuba, if you want, message me. I will be happy to schedule a one-on-one session with you. It'll be fun. We'll workshop it, and we'll see what you've already got at the table, and we'll see if there's anything more we can work on. But I'll be very happy to do a one-on-one with you, Karasuba. From Australia? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be a tough one to connect into this room, but I'll be happy to do a one-on-one with you if you're from Australia, Karasuba. I don't mind doing international connections. I know it can be rough, but I'll do those on a one-on-one like that, so. I see. So Karasuba, let's keep chatting. There is a Virtua Fighter Australia group, Discord. It's amazing. I'm in there too. But the Virtua Fighter Australia Discord is pretty awesome. So I would, which part of Australia are you from, man? Which part? Necromancy is also from Australia, who's in the chat right now. All right, we're gonna start the next league battle right now. Let's see how this goes. Let's see.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Man, that was a nice delay. I like how long you can wait on this. This is so cool. You can wait a while. Alright, here we go.
Round 3. Ready, go!
That's guaranteed. That's cool. I see. Step, 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 step. Really fun battle, Bushido. Really fun battle. It's really interesting, but it's really, really fun. I like it a lot. I like what you're working with. I like the string components you're working with too. That's pretty cool. It's like you're doing strings that might be minus after, and so if someone tries to slice it there, it'd be kind of rough, but they should strike, but there's also some play there. I like it. I like it. Good game. Very good game, my friend. Very good game. Let's keep it up.
Round one. Ready, go! Ring out. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Nice. I like that. I like this evade punish against the 6K here. Very nice.
Round four. Ready, go!
Very nice. There you go.
Time's up.
Alright, Dr. Dog. It's hard to set it up at the wall.
What a knucklehead.
Karasuba, if you're from Australia, I probably would say probably not gonna do the probably not today for you and me, but I will set up a one-on-one with you because I don't mind international myself, but I think it's gonna be really hard with the room. I think the room will be really, really hard to do Australia, Oceania with North America, especially because we have a decent amount of people from the East Coast. But I will be happy to do a one-on-one with you. So message me and we'll do a one-on-one together, okay? Yeah. So I think the connection will be really hard, and I think it's going to cause a lot of problems for the room. But let's work together to do a one-on-one sometime. All right, please do. Yeah, I'll be very happy to work with you. If the time works out, I would really love that. So, and I'm happy that you're playing VF, and happy to be working with you on it. That said, we also got to get you connected with that Virtual Fighter Australia Discord. They're really nice. Like, I really enjoy reading that Discord. I kind of chat in there. I don't know if I'm welcome in there, but I like chatting in there. So it's I kind of just dump messages without being asked to, because I really like that Discord. Nice. Very nice, Sisha. Very nice. Keep it up.
Round 3. Ready, go! Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice delay throw.
Knockout.
Very nice side kick. Yeah, don't let me do 1-1, right? Cover your range. Very good.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Nice Sabaki. That is a cool Sabaki, and that's a good amount of damage. Good game, Sisha. Good game. Yeah, just crush it. That was a lot of fun. Very fun game, Sisha. Good games. Keep it up. Keep it up. Alright. Now I know how much Devil Ray doesn't like the taco, but keep working on it. Keep working on using the taco too.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Nice. Very nice.
Knockout.
Very nice. Good round. This is always a good one too. It's one where sidestep feel can be lethal.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
UKK. Nice. I like that. I like where that's going. That's Leon's BS right there.
Round 4. Ready, go!
KK punish that. We'll get used to seeing it. Very nice low throw. Very nice low throw. Alright.
Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
Good game.
See? I thought I'm better.
How to replace my brain wanting to resist doing uppercut with wanting to bait intruder hook with KK and punish with KK. I need to make that leap in there because my brain is like thinking double. I need to make that like more of a single process.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Up Whitmer. Nice.
Knockout!
So the weakness for this one is that.
Round 2. Ready, go!
So loose.
Knockout!
I used the back throw on this one. It looks like neutral throw. This is back throw with Leon. It actually has a down attack guaranteed.
Ready, go! Time's up! Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice.
Knockout!
Very good. Very good. Way to use the throw, way to use the low. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Good game. Good game, Whitmer. Good game.
I want a serious fight.
Yeah, the trick that I used to be able to see, yeah, if you look at either the hand or his foot, then you can see the difference between 4P plus G and neutral, but they look the same. That said, people don't need to worry about the, well, yeah, the 4P plus G though is his weaker throw on his back direction throws, but he can sometimes win. If his life is low and his back is to the ring out, it's not bad, because then if the opponent's life is low and he could win with that throw, then it's not a bad throw to go for, because then if they escape it, he runs away to the middle of the ring. You know? So it's kind of a fun one if you can do it in that situation. Like the opponent's life is low, but Leon's back is to the ring out or to the wall, and he sees an opening like when the opponent like whiffed, so he can go in and he can try to use the back throw to get out of there, or to, like, you know, to get the damage and win the round. So but yeah, but the way I see it is his hand crossover, because when he does the back throw, his hand crosses over to trip the opponent, whereas normal is he just tripped, like he didn't move, he didn't cross his hand over across his body. Yeah, so that's how I can see the 4P plus G, but it's hard for a lot of people that if they don't get used to fighting Leon, they will never, they can't really see the difference between those two throws. Sir Hixalot said, "Did I mean to?" Well, so in these sessions, I do sparring, right? And so I want to keep working on different skills, and I want my opponents to keep working on different skills. So these are a lot of times we're working on different aspects. So I always find an extra project to work on. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna try to defend and see what they do, right? And see if I can read, see if I can work on my skill of watching the opponent and feeling their rhythm and their decision. Yeah. But also sometimes, you know, like it's also, okay, I know that it's a good ring out situation, but let's keep fighting. So I bring it back to the middle of the ring. But on a competitive note, a lot of times at high level play, if you don't have the ring out, you don't try to push it, right? Because it's going to backfire. Like the chance of backfiring this game is pretty good. One sidestep, one throw can backfire you completely. So a lot of times, if you don't have the ring out for sure, you kind of go back into the middle, you know, like, or you just kind of don't, like, you wait for another opportunity, but you safely wait for it, right? But if you try to really push them out of the ring and they're not out already, there's a good chance you're going to be the one that rings out. So, you know, so there's that too. So if people see me jump back to the middle, they shouldn't always assume like sometimes I'm taking it, sometimes I'm like, let's spar longer, but sometimes I'm like, go ahead and try to rob this round from me. But sometimes it's also just good practice to like not try to push someone out of the ring until you actually have it. Evoid says, feel the rhythm, feel the ride. It's Virtua Fighter time. Yeah. This game, you can play a lot with feel. You can play with a lot here too. You can mix and match it a lot. Very good. Just wait for it. And Rayblade is showing also how to fight against Leon too.
Ready, go!
Very nice.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go!
Nice. That sucks. I didn't intend to Akemi there, but it happened. And that time I didn't expect it to. I got the ring out. Good game, Ray. Ray outplayed me a lot of that match. So when I said that Ray is showing how to fight against Leon, if you don't attack too much against Leon, like if you don't overextend much, Leon doesn't have much to work with. So a forward defensive with good counter-offensive approach is very strong against Leon. So playing moral is good against Leon, but also sometimes just not feeding too much is good against Leon. He kind of needs the opponent to give him stuff to work with, attack-wise, and so that's where he gets his high damage. His damage is more conditional. So Ray is balancing that and trying not to feed into stuff, and just making some really good reads. And it's always a very strong approach in this game. But you got to know what you're doing or what you're looking for. And Ray is very good with that. So he's showing a very good way to play against Leon. It's kind of the way you should play against Leon. It doesn't... Now, Leon can be annoying, and that's why it's hard to play that way against Leon, right? Like, my Leon is always trying to provoke you to do something. So just something to think about. Yeah. So Sirixal says, would you have time this Friday or Saturday night to play a few sets? Maybe on Friday night, actually. I might have time to play on Friday night, yeah. Once my kids have their dinner, I should be able to play, because I won't be able to go to locals this Friday because my wife's gonna go out with friends and I want her to do that. So I'm really happy that my wife is going out with friends this Friday night. So I will be, and my kids are likely to want to do their own thing. So it depends on what we have to focus on for the weekend, but I'm pretty sure that Friday night would work for me, but it would be late night your time. Yeah. Woo Within, good to see you. Someone already mentioned Ryder? Maybe. I'm not sure who mentioned Ryder, but you know, there are some Ryder fans in here. So yeah. I don't think FC Racer is still in the room. They did have trouble earlier, so it's okay. Yeah. Oh, the DC message just means that they're no longer in the room. Yeah, it's just a typical mess. That error message is very confusing for a lot of people. So if somebody for whatever reason got disconnected from the room or left the room or whatever, when it's your turn to fight against them, it'll say disconnected from other player, and it doesn't mean that you disconnected or you plugged. It just means that it couldn't connect you to fight, even though you're on the bracket. It's not a good error message. They could use a better one. But that is the error message that they have, and it's very confusing. It caused a lot of people. I've seen people like think that it was their own connection, and so they left the room and came back, and suddenly they were no longer in the league because they thought that the room was telling them, "Hey, your connection sucks." So yeah. Yeah, I should be able to play on Friday. I should be able to spar on Friday. The last few weekends, not so much, but this Friday should be good. This Friday should work. Yeah, so how are you guys all doing today? Are you guys looking forward to EVO Japan? EVO Japan's going to have a lot of good VF. honestly, it's going to be very interesting to see how everything goes. It's interesting to watch players play different characters than what we were used to seeing them, right? I've been watching Kovajiro playing Sarah lately. Yeah, we're gonna see interesting stuff. And RJ says, gotta admit, I've checked my connection after that message line. It's always good to check your connection, but yes, I blame that error message being not a very good description of what actually happened. Kamen Rider Agito is peak. That's what Ruthin says. I'll take your word for it. Looking forward to having all day to watch them on Friday, Sunday.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good space time. I like that dash and throw. Very good choice. Kuga is so good. I'm guessing that's another Kamen Rider. He practiced with Gakusei Sarah after all. I see.
Round two. Ready,
Oh, there we go. Okay, we're talking about players. Good.
knockout!
I do hope Sir Virgo will play Jean. I'm sure he will.
Ready, go! Excellent!
It's okay. You can keep talking Kamen Rider stuff, Guibert, but it is good to talk about Japan VF stuff too, which I think is what's the topic right now. But I like all of your chats, Guibert. So, especially when they're talking about pop culture reference and more like that.
Excellent!
Good game, Space Time. Good game. So, Space Time, the thing that I can usually get you with, I need a strong play that I have when I fight you is to apply pressure and then do a delay throw. But sometimes you're very good at staying crouched, but that's not always the answer. But again, that is good. It's a tough one. Delay attack, like intermittent attacks, can be good too, which I've seen you do. So that one is like, that's because of that. I have to like not hesitate when I do the delay throw. Like I have to do like a quick buffered 1-frame delay throw. Because of that, actually, because it's really scary when you get kick cancel. Actually, we should start adding kick cancel tech to Space Time's game. We should work on adding some kick cancel tech to Space Time's game. I want to see what happens when he starts working on that.
Ready, go!
Nice, RJ.
Knockout!
Space Time's blocks are awesome. When he's very scary when he's got when he both has feel and reaction on it. It's really scary.
Ring out! Round three. Ready,
Alright, RJ. Very good. Keep this up. Oh. Trying to get better at defending Jeffrey. Alright, here we go, RJ. Nice. Good game, good game. Okay, so here's this thing. This PKP is guaranteed. Now I'm plus after the PKP, so you want to defend. You can guard or you can sidestep. Watch for Leon's front foot, as we've said before. Watch that front foot and sidestep where that front foot is, especially in the side turn situation. Because now if your health is low, then you're susceptible to a half circular mix-up. But generally, that the direction you want to sidestep is where that front foot is. It's still strong, and after also it's very likely that after side turn PKP I'm gonna probably elbow, so try to plan around the elbow. Try to plan around that elbow there.
Round one. Ready, go!
Nice, good low punch. Very good. This was awesome round. Okay, Guibert, here we go. Sorry, Evoid. I don't know why my brain said Guibert. I like the 9K plus G. Very good cutoff. Very good K plus G. Crushes the low. That was epic. That was an epic round.
Round three. Ready, go!
Portland X, good to see you. Glad you can make it. Hope you're doing really well, my friend. So good to have you here. Oh my gosh, that low punch beat a lot of what I was doing. I'm glad that I got this one. That was a lot of fun. That was a really, really fun battle, Evoid. Good game, my friend. Namu. Yes. That was a lot of fun. We gotta have like the image Namu. No. Oh, awesome. Congratulations, Rayblade. That was awesome. Congratulations, Bushido. Awesome. And Evoid as well, and Sisha. That was a really fun battle, you guys. Really, really fun battles. So. Yep, I think it went a lot better, Devil Ray. Keep it up. Glad to hear that, Devil Ray. All right, have a good night, Evoid. I had a blast. Always good times, good games. All right, Blaker Street, good to have you back here too.
Round two. Ready, go!
Alright, Bushido going all out against Eileen. I am also not sure how Eileen is supposed to fight the Taka matchup either. It looks a little complicated, but I'm sure that there's probably more stuff now in World Stage or in 1.1.
Ready, go! Knockout!
Catching all the steps. Bushido has been targeting steps lately. When he fought me, now I don't know if this happened on your match, but when he fought me, I think he was using a lot of strings that are minus on block, or a lot of strings that are minus in general, to kind of set you up so that if you sidestep, you're going to fail right away, and then he'll strike you. And then he was also extending the neutral more, so I think he's trying really hard to watch his opponents more. And I think it's really good. But I think he's trying really hard to watch his opponents a lot more than even he's always watched. But I think he was always setting stuff up in the past, and he's still setting stuff up. But I feel like he's watching a lot more, because sometimes when I don't do anything, we'll just be staring at each other for a bit. So it's good stuff, and I like it because it's something different, and I want to get used to fighting this too. So I'm trying to get a feel for that. But that said, when I watched him fight you, it was more aggressive than when he was fighting me. So it's good stuff, though. But I also have no idea how Eileen fights Taka, actually. So Karasuba says, anyways, I just recently changed my playstyle, focused on jab and throw counterpunch style. Yeah, the boxing, it's good. Boxing is good. In VF, the boxing is really important to start with. It's a foundation. It's not everything, but it is a foundation. And then, but there is both inboxing and outboxing in this game. Again, you want to be good as a boxer. You want to be good at mix-up. You want to be good as a grappler. You want to be good at all three of these things. And this game is more like every character needs to be kind of relatively complete. Every player needs to have a complete approach, because what happens is how you should fight the fight really is about how your opponent's fighting the fight. Because when you start beating them with stuff, they have to make an adjustment. And so they're going to make an adjustment that generally, systematically, will probably beat the way that you're playing. Once they do that, you got to change the way you play to beat the way they're playing, and it goes in cycles. It goes in cycles like that. It's not as simple as just do this thing and you win, because in this game, predictability is the weakness, right? But being random is not an answer, because if you just be random, I just have to pick like 3 strong things and I'll destroy you. If you're just being random, because you'll randomly walk into those 3 things, into 2 of those things. But generally, you gotta ebb and flow with your opponent a bit. So if your opponent is playing very defensive, you're gonna throw more. Like if they're guarding more, sidestepping too much, then that, or using attacks that would beat it. But the accuracy is a little trickier. Good. Alright. Hey, so don't worry, right now I'm doing my spars, but RJ is an awesome opponent because he's very aggressive. Nice. I like the forward. So this is how you set up a backdash, right? Nice. Very nice back throw. Very good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So Kurosawa, that's what I call Virtua Fighter 1 style Okizeme, which is to encourage your opponent to do a rising attack, get out of there, and then whiff punish if they do the rising attack.
Knockout.
What if your opponent starts delaying attacks? So this is the tricky part, right? Because throws are bad against this, but actually you kind of a bar actually. You start attacking, but it's tricky. You don't do this randomly. But like if the opponent starts delaying, me doing an uppercut right away will tend to be strong, right? Like that. And it's very hard. But when you get used to it, you realize that if your opponent is delaying, then they're giving you they're suddenly allowing you to disrupt them actually. So delays punish certain types of plays.
5. Ready, go!
They can also be good against throws, right? But then the weakness is that if I just go ahead and just Abari, that's where Abari becomes strong against the delay attack. Very good. Really good game, RJ. That was exciting. Good stuff. So I saw somewhere that ECD has become a weaker option as of a month ago. So a month ago, we have this patch called 1.10, and they made ECD more vulnerable. It's still good. It is still good, but actually, delay beats ECD. So if you want my honest answer, delay beats ECD. Buffering beats delay. That's what I call the tempo triangle. If both players are adamant about delay, like timing and attack, and when they start playing more like Tekken, now that again, generally buffering trumps, but delay, basically one speed faster is always better. So here's the thing: ECD, because of the way sidestepping works in VF, sidestepping can beat buffering, right? So like when if they buffer attack, sidestep is pretty good, right? Let's see what you got here. Very good. Nice. So see, I'm sidestepping after you hit me, but that's when you do throw, right? So this guard, like, that's when you kind of go throw. There you go. Side throw, not as strong, but it's okay. Nice. Nice double palm to ring me out. Very good. Keep this up, Kurosawa.
Round 2. Ready,
The connection's actually pretty good, like considering this is Australia. Keep it up. That's why we're seeing a little teleport. It's okay. Keep fighting. We're sparring this. That's where we get the rollbacks. Nice. So see how this is how we beat someone that's attacking a lot. Is I'll get the advantage with like a low punch and then I'll uppercut you, right? And if you delay, that uppercut will also get you, right? See, right there. So I low punch hit you, then I uppercut. Go ahead. It's okay. Nice. So right now, if I'm playing defensive like this, you kind of want to get used to the throws. Akira's got really good throws. You can do quarter circle back throws pretty good. Or half circle back if you want to put it that way. See, because right now guarding is defeating your mids and your highs, and you don't have any lows with Akira. So throw and guard break are kind of the things, right? There you go. So see how I did this jab 1-2. This is the boxing 1-2. Jab, even if you sidestep the jab, this elbow's pretty secure. This is why I talk about that punch guard, right? Punch guard, 6B, right? High punch, elbow. Very nice. Nice throw. Now the offensive move is kind of weak. I want to warn you, the offensive move is going to lose to this. Offensive move loses to attack and throw. And that's because offensive move is not meant to be used when you're learning VF, because offensive move is meant to be used when you have advantage, but not. It's meant to be used when the opponent defends. When the opponent is really defending But the thing is I can react to it. So it's really like when they're really committed to it. All right, we're gonna fight really hard here. Good block. And so now a couple things I did here. I hit you with low punch, then I did uppercut, and you adjusted because you stopped running into the getting launched by it. But then I also backdash, right? Because that is a defensive option, right? There we go. Low punch, uppercut. See, you did well. So after this low punch up, after you block that uppercut, you can throw me or do a mid attack. You mid attack if you think I'm going to attack. If you think I'm going to defend, you throw me. Very nice. You have very, very good input. You're used to the controls of the game. So, Karasubi, you are used to the controls of the game. I like that. I like that you're used to the controls. I saw a bunch of stuff it looks like you've practiced combos. Looks like you've practiced lots of moves. I thought that was really, really good. And so, yeah, I thought that was really, really good stuff. So keep it up. And then, and you can and the buffering works for me because I'm hitting you, right? So I hit you with the low punch to interrupt you, and then I do an attack after that. If you attack, then I win. If you defend, and you defended correctly, is good. So then you want to apply your attack or your throw after blocking that uppercut. And we'll work on that. When we have a session, we will work on it. So we can say earlier here, see how Blaker Street blocked my low punch? Technically, they delayed attack after blocking, and that's why my uppercut won. If they had attacked right away, they should stop this uppercut, depending on what move they do. The uppercut's a tricky move. Very nice. There you go. No problem. Oh yeah, no problem with it. So generally when someone's over aggressive, the play is to low punch into a launcher, into a counter hit launcher. That's a generic play against somebody that is like over aggressive, right? Like that, right? And that's basically the low punch gets me advantage, and my guess is they're gonna attack. And if my guess is that they're gonna attack, then this uppercut will launch them. Right? Now, also, if they use a move that's too slow for the situation, or they delay, this uppercut will also launch them. Good. Very good. So here's the problem. This low kick doesn't guarantee this high kick. Watch, this low kick does not guarantee the high kick. So I can just low punch it because it's a high attack. And it's not guaranteed. Keep it up, Blaker Street. Alright, I'm gonna do boxing here. Jab, this. And then I think you're gonna defend, so I throw. Right? I think you're gonna defend. Nice attack, nice attack. Low punch, think you're gonna defend, I'll throw. So we're gonna show boxing here. This is the VF boxing. Jab, elbow, it's a very good pattern. And then my defensive pattern was to crouch dash. After that elbow was blocked, I crouch dash, and I did a, there you go. Now, the way the boxing does damage, if I only did boxing, aside from, because I'm not letting myself do like launchers, is basically to use throw, right, like here. Nice escape. Alright, go ahead and try to beat this. Very nice. This short upper is hard to react to, so Jean gets a double hit on a crouch hit. It's really good. The double upper is pretty good at dealing with this defensiveness, so especially my style of it. And then the beauty of VF2, the beauty of the guard button is I can move forward and guard, right? I can block, right? Like that. See how I ran at him and I still block, right? It's not a hard thing to do in VF because the blocking is on my right hand and the movement's on my left hand. So I run, hit guard. I can dash and I can interrupt it with a guard. Really strong in VF. Crouch dash, guard, really strong in VF. Forward dash, guard, really strong in VF. It's like, if you felt like backwards movement is so strong in Tekken, forward movement is really strong defensively in VF. So yeah, good game Blaker Street. That was really, hope you don't mind the sparring session, but I just wanted to kind of demonstrate those concepts, but you're doing well, you really are. I like the stuff you're doing with John. Ray and I will fight. I'll probably lose, we'll see. And then we'll do one more game after that, and then we'll start the next league battle. So yeah.
Round one. Ready?
Yeah, you can, yeah. John's 3P can, yeah, you can do those things, absolutely. I like that. I like the stance games. Really good stuff. Very nice, Ray. Alright, let's see what Ray brings to the table. Always a fun guessing game with Ray.
Ready? Go!
The dojo starts at, so Eastern time would be 10:30 p.m., but it runs pretty late, so. Very nice. Always fun with Ray. 2K is also very hit confirmable, but I'm not doing that ever. It's a very slow attack. Like I do caution about it though. It is a good attack to when you sneak hits in, but you got to be a little careful because it's for a player like me, I'm likely to sidestep it if I'm being honest, because of its speed and because I know it's linear. Oh, good game, Ray. Good game. I want to interrupt with this uppercut. You got me. Bam. Really good. Good game, Ray. Yeah, really happy to have you here, RJ. I think it's a fun session and I want to have a good time with you. Alright, Ray and Bushido. After this, we're going to start the next league battle. So, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Round one. Ready? Go!
甘よ
Okay, so do I have any tips with dealings with Leon's 1K? Yes. Number one, actually there's an easy tip with Leon's 1K. You know how you probably have a feeling for when Leon likes to use 1K. 1K is very evade punishable. And so whether it's a mid attack or a low attack, evade punishable can beat both, right? So evasion is actually sidestepping is really strong against it if you learn how to punish from that. Yes, you can block low. That's true, and you should if you know for sure that's coming. But actually, evade punish is usually better for most characters, and also, I think the current frames of 1K. I don't think there's much risk of getting hit after sidestepping on that move. There's risks on other moves, but that move I don't think actually has much risk. I think most of the time you can still pretty much just punish it right away. Or if your character has something that crushes low, then you use that and it will just absolutely beat it, you know? So good luck, have fun. We're starting the league battle. So sidestepping is really strong. Low crushing is really strong. So if your character has an instant hop kick, has something that crushes low attack, really strong against it. Blocking it is of course strong, and evade punish. It is really punishable in every type of punishment. 1K is actually very punishable. It is a low, but it can also be sidestep, and I would emphasize the sidestep. I like this too.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Which tournament are we talking about? If you're talking about Evo Japan, yeah, it does, because they section the pools off, the timing.
Round 3.
Thanks on the ring out.
Go!
We just went ahead and committed to it. So this is where we try to punish slow or delay, right? Earlier someone asked about delay attacks, right? And you can think of it this way. Delay attacks are like slow attacks. When somebody does a delay attack, usually that means they're doing a bare. And so this actually opens up your options of attack. But why do they do delay attack? Because it beats sidestep. Because delay attack can disrupt somebody that's just doing throw, especially delay throw, right? And so what happened, this game has a pretty cool closed loop with this, or semi-closed loop. And so delay attack is strong in the game for dealing with stuff like sidestep, for dealing with throw, for dealing with movement, like if I'm using movement, right, to set up, right? But delay attack then, it makes my attacks better because they're delaying. The way to put it is, if you buffer, people kind of have to play frame tight. If you buffer and use frame tight moves, then we're playing very strongly with the frames and with crush or the frames, both. Okay, if somebody is not buffering, they are delaying. When you have advantage, your attacks are better than your opponent's attacks. You've got advantage, you're up here, your opponent's down here. You've got better attacks, their attacks not as good as your attacks right now because you have advantage. When you delay, you're letting their attacks get better. So this is the relationship. There's the cool thing is it's good to do all of it. It's good to do ECD. It's good to do CD, which is the delay, CD into attack. Crouch dash into attack is a way to buffer delay attack. And then there's pure buffered attack right away, right? And one speed faster always wins. The buffered will beat the delay will beat ECD, but ECD beats the buffered because of the sidestepping. Because sidestepping beats like buffered. And so that's why that whole cycle starts happening. Right? When do we start losing to people that are delaying? It's because we were sidestepping usually, or because we were throwing, right? Like delay can actually kind of bait throwing at a high level because of reactions. That was cool. That's guaranteed. Look at how much the damage that is. That's so good. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Good fight, RJ. Good fight. That was a good round. That was a good round. That was nuts. Let's go nuts. Good low punch. Good low punch. You found the answer there. Good fighting, my friend. Good fighting. Good games. Yep. Alright. By the way, yeah, so Karasuba, sorry if I know that I use repetition, but I use repetition as a teaching style, especially because it's to the group, right? So because it's to the group, the repetition kind of sinks in the property, but it's also because I'm talking to everyone, and some people miss it the first, second, third time, but also repetition is a memorization device, yeah. Yep. Okay, are you talking about delay thing? Karasuba, I would say that for Karasuba, I would set it as high as you can, 5 or 6. I had a good connection with Karasuba, just a little bit of rollbacking, but they are kind of further out, so I would recommend setting the delay a bit higher when fighting against them, about like 5 or 6. But I actually was surprised with our connection. All right, here we go, Portland X. Very nice. Good going for a throw. That's what I want to see. Alright, it's good stuff. So this is interesting. We have low ping to each other, but but something is causing a lot of stuttering. I don't know if it's the PC itself, and that's okay. I don't mind personally, but it could also be the connection type. But we actually have low ping, like 35 ping. But the delay is set to 3 frames, but that should be fine. But I do sense the machine slowing down a bit. That's okay. That's what it is. Nice. Nice. This is where you want to mix in those throws or low attacks because I'm guarding. But I've been pretty good at blocking the lows, so. Go. Nice. I like the moves though. It's really good visual training. Nice. All right, here we go.
Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go!
Nice. That was nuts. Alright, Portland X, that was good. It's good to finally play online. That said, I don't know if your PC is having trouble with the online play, but that is the experience that I'm experiencing fighting you. We'll see. That's okay. But the connection's awesome. Like you and I seem to have a really fast connection to one another, which would make sense. You know, we're in the same area, but the rollback netcode can be more intensive on the system. And so even if local play is playing really good, the rollback, when we do rollback, the game is running like multiple instances of itself, like 2 times. So I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm happy that you're here for Onax. So we'll talk more about it tonight in chat. But keep it up, keep enjoying the league. And but I am curious from your side what it feels like to you. And we can keep working on it. We can keep working on that. Because the connection looks good. Right. Good. And then in this game, throwing beats sidestep, by the way. So in this game, throwing will actually beat sidestep. An offensive move loses to attack and throw. So offensive move is meant to force the opponent into side turn, but it doesn't actually sidestep like that way. What it does is it's something to use against someone defending, which you did do. But yeah. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, you're on the laptop. Okay, that makes sense, but it's all good. It's all good. The connection seems good. No, like you and I have like really good like feels like we're in a college LAN. Nice. Alright. So, I want you to know that this offensive move will lose to attack, flat out. It just loses to attack. Yes, because I'm defending, it kind of works, but I can still defend even when I'm in side turn. So right now, that offensive move, which is when you tap up neutral and hit all 3, that movement, I don't recommend it until I would say a good time to start using it is when both you and your opponent are doing fuzzy guard. When both you and your opponent are regularly doing fuzzy guard in matches, that's a good time to start using offensive move. Because that means that both players are playing in a way that's more balanced on offense and defense, and they're using advanced defensive techniques to make defense a little stronger. That's when I would say you're ready to use offensive move in the match. If you use offensive move this way, a lot of people mashing will beat it. A lot of people mashing attack will just beat it, and it will hurt pretty good. Offensive move is when you tap up neutral and then you hit all 3, or down neutral all 3. It's a fun movement option, but it's very advanced. It's for when your opponent doesn't attack or doesn't throw. And right now, yes, I do that sometimes, but you'll want to master what to do with that, and so it's better to learn regular sidestepping first, is my advice. But I think there's a lot of good stuff in your play. I love the eagerness, and I love that you've been learning a lot. I know that you've been learning a lot about VF, so we're gonna help you put it together, you know? Alright, come on, hypergraph, here we go. Good. All right.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Very nice.
Knockout.
Okay.
Round 3. Ready, go!
So this backdash evade is what you have to get used to as Pi. It's one it does challenge her a bit, but there are ways to approach an opponent that's doing it. So try to work that out. That's one way. Very good. That's another way, is to use the Okizeme once you get the knockdown. Dashing in, crouch dashing in, and using an attack is pretty good.
Knockout.
Like, crouch dashing in and then being ready to use 3P plus K is a pretty good way to deal with this too. That's how Raidblade likes to do it. Nice. Using strings can be good too, depending on what I do. Very nice. You can do this. You got this. Training you how to beat this because it's really important against, like, Pi definitely, like, this is one of the things Pi has to learn to deal with too.
Round 5.
Alright, we're gonna fight here.
Go!
I didn't want to get thrown here, so I went for the attack. Good game, my friend. Good game.
I want a serious fight.
So with John, he has a good setup for the offensive move. One of the cool setups with John is that if he offensive moves and the opponent's side turn, and he does the max charge kick and they block it, he gets like a free. It's like a guard break sequence because he gets a free combo. But he needs them to be in side turn. Some people try to do it front facing, and that's why I always avoid it. But they need to get the opponent. They need to get me to be in side turn position to do that.
Ready, go!
Nice, that was sick. Very good. Very good, Blaker Street. Alright, Blaker Street, here we go. That was very good.
Round 2. Ready, go! Excellent. Round 3.
Let's see here.
Ready, go!
Very nice. So this is where we bait the low punch and we crush it. So this is a low crush right here. Right.
Round 4.
That's why the mid is so strong. Because it won't lose to that play, right? Nice. Nice. Nice dagger break. Excellent throw. was a good game. Here, I crushed the low punch is what I did here, right there. And it's true that you are minus there too, but this was a flat out low crush. Yeah. No problem, Portland Ice. We understand. I'm glad that you try. I'm glad for trying it out, and I'm glad you joined us. Like, I am happy to have you here, my friend. Yeah, the low high comes from a setup, right? The Jean low high comes from the setup of that's set up with the side turn game, but it's a fun one too. Blaker Street, good stuff. Really keep it up with the Jean. Yeah, keep that up. So. RJ says, I need to stomp on more feet. It's a good move. I like the crouching one, though. I really like the crouching low with Jeffrey. The stomp is cool. Like in Final Showdown, I use that stomp like a lot. I really like that stomp because of the games it sets up. But in Revo, I really like his 2K plus G. Like I really like the crouching low kick. I think it's very annoying, and it's good for Jeffrey to finally have a move like that again in Revo World Stage. They brought it back in Revo, and I'm glad. Okay, Wu Within says, Chanchai, can you remind me why you were backdashing, sidestepping, and then crouch dashing in? What were you looking for? Well, it depends. One, it's a strong movement pattern. It's mostly that it's backdash, crouch dash. If I see the opponent do nothing, I might crouch dash in. Or backdash, evade, and then if I see nothing, then I might crouch dash in. It's a way to kind of suss out an opponent's movement option, and it's actually trying to get them to punish sidestep. It's trying to sidestep the slow attacks that they might do to try to reach you. It's a very powerful way to play, but it can lose. Now against Hypergraph, I was doing it because I wanted him to get training on how to beat it. I wanted him to find his way of beating it, because for Pi, this can be if Pi doesn't flat out tell the opponent to stop doing that, it can kind of create enough space against Pi to kind of work around what she's doing, but she has ways to beat it, and I want Hypergraph to find those ways to beat it. And that's why I was doing it a lot against Hypergraph. I wanted Hypergraph to kind of see that this is his obstacle. This is the thing getting in his way of his Pi. This thing also gets in the way of Sarah players, and it gets in the way of Vanessa players too. So they kind of have to come up with their answers on how to stop the opponent from doing that. And they have very strong ways to do it. I like Ray's way of dealing with it with Pi. So the way Ray does it is he will crouch dash in, and if he sees that movement, he'll do the launcher, the two-handed launcher. He'll just crouch dash in, and then the moment he sees them do certain stuff, then he'll just hit the 3P plus K. And boom, and if what I did was an attack, I will get launched. And then you can use that to set up mind games where you crouch dash in and throw, or you crouch dash in and low. You can do a lot of stuff once you've established that, and then you're telling them, don't even try to do this kind of movement. So a strong way to play against it is to crouch dash, and this is hard at a high level. It's hard when you're developing, but crouch dash in and explore with your options there. Crouch dash, like some people dash in and throw. Sisha started to do dash and throw against this kind of play. So when I was doing against Hypergraph, I really wanted Hypergraph to see that this is getting in the way of the way he likes to play. This is circumventing his way of boxing, right? And so what it means to me is just, there's two ways. One is you can just be patient and wait for them to come in, but sometimes you're going to need to find a way to crack them. So I prefer the approach of crouch dash in and do options from there. To dash in or crouch dash in and be ready. You can be ready to defend if they strike right away, but because they're doing a backdash sidestep, once they do the failed sidestep, you can actually do any attack and they're gonna have to guard it. They would have to guard it or get hit by it. It's a complicated explanation. Just know that anytime I cancel my sidestep, like anytime I do a failed sidestep and I cancel it with a dash or anything, then I cannot sidestep successfully for a whole second. And that is a lot of time in this game actually. It just means that you're locked into that. The moment I do the sidestep, or the moment that I complete the third part of the box step, right? The box step was like a backdash, I sidestep, fake sidestep, failed sidestep, then I dash cancel the sidestep. The moment I dash cancel that sidestep, I can no longer sidestep for a whole second. So the opponent can throw like a slow ass attack and I would have to either guard it or get hit by it or hop, right? And so that's another way to play the game too, is to kind of to trap the box stepping in this way. That's more advanced, but hypergrav I believe is capable of doing it, so I'm trying to drag it out of hypergrav. Yeah. Hey Baba, good to see you. So we got a good amount of people, so we will continue doing this a bit more. I will go check on my kids, and then we'll start the next league battle on the 30-minute mark in 10 minutes from now. I'll be right back. I am gonna go check on my kids because they're supposed to be in bed, and I'll be back, and then we'll do another league battle, the last league battle of the night, on the 30-minute mark. Yeah, so within, sorry for the complicated explanation, but let's just say that the box stepping does trap like kind of like other games, though VF has a very particular way about it. I don't really encourage people to overuse back to like box stepping, because if they don't know what to do with it, like you want to get good at evade punishing, like getting a successful evade and knowing what you want to do from there. Before you want to get good at evading before you do backdash evade, but backdash evade is not bad to learn to do a little bit early, because it is strong against like Sarah, it's strong against Vanessa, kind of. It's a little complicated against Vanessa, but it's good. It's good against Brad, and it's good against Pi, especially Pi. So yeah, but Pi has ways to beat it. So the problem with but you want to get good at sidestepping before you get good at box stepping. You want to know what you're doing with your sidesteps with like intention. And if you do that, then but you can practice box stepping as early as you like, because it's not bad to have to. You want to get comfortable doing movements, and so it's fine to practice them, but it will probably have limited results for a while, and that's okay. But in the long term, it'll be great. But overusing movement is very risky in this game, and especially since the patch a month ago. Overusing movement generally, unless it's forward dash or crouch dash, those ones you can do a lot. Forward dash and crouch dash forward are safe. Back dash, crouch back dash, not safe. They are the riskiest, but if you do back dash well, it's so powerful because it can set up a whiff punish so well. Backdash is really good at setting up whiff punish, but if you get hit out of a backdash, you will get counter hit. You probably will lose a lot of life. It's risk reward. It's okay. Just understand the risk, but also try to get good at getting the reward. But the safest movement option in Virtua Fighter is a forward dash or a forward crouch dash, and you can always guard from either of those pretty quickly. You can also interrupt them with an attack as well. So Baba said, I was reviewing frames and saw 2P is +4 on hit. What do you think is Sega tweak to create a push on hit? Well, Leon's 2P does create a little space. And that's also why Leon's backdash is very strong. That said, I can do the backdash game with any character. I don't have to use just Leon to be good at backdash. But Leon's backdash is a little stronger. It's +4 on normal hit. So low punch is +4 on normal hit and +7 on counter hit. The generic low punch is basically the frames for low punch is like what, -4 on guard, +4 on hit, and +7 on counter hit. High punch is +5 on hit, +2 on guard, and +8 on counter hit. So what do I think if it pushes on hit? Some character like Leon's does a little bit. It's powerful. It's powerful. It would be powerful if it pushed a little bit on hit. Because spacing games are good in this game. They're not overpowered. They're good. But the thing is that then low punch into throw might be trickier depending on the character's throw range. So it's one of those things where if they did give it a push on hit, we would have to see if the opponent is still in throw range or not. If they're not in throw range, it creates a spatial game. Like Lei Fei's 6-6P pushes people away, and because of that, Lei Fei can't really throw after that. So Lei Fei's got to play a different kind of game after he hits with 6-6P. He doesn't mix up with throw after that move, right? He mixes up with more like trapping attacks or evasiveness or stance games or rushing in, or zoning out. The good pushes are cool because pushes you can do either way. You can backdash after a push, which is pretty powerful, or you can dash in and rush after a push too, which can be powerful. And if the opponent does slow stuff to try to hit you, you can cut them off with a really fast attack. But it's a risk because it is Nabari when you do that. But it's a worthy risk if you condition them to try to reach you. All right, I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. All right, in about 4 minutes, I'll be back and we'll start the next league battle. I'll be right back.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout! Round four. Ready, go! Knockout! Knockout.
Alright, you guys, thanks for waiting. We're gonna start the next league battle. Actually, one more game and then we'll start it. Kasano, so good to have you here. Karasuba, there is something I did want to tell you. Okay, so I know you like doing the offensive move, and you are well versed with a lot of Akira's moves already. So here's something I do want to encourage. Have you started using Fuzzy Guard yet? Because Akira is the character you want to really get early in on Fuzzy Guarding. So, like with Akira, if you do like 6-6P, his dashing elbow, if they block it, generally you want to Fuzzy Guard there. You want to master that. And then later you can also do evade and stuff like that after. But good, yeah. Keep working on the Fuzzy Guard, and with Akira, do it whenever they block your low punch and when they block your dashing elbow, and then and you can also when they block your 3P, and when they block 6-6P. So I'm gonna list the moves. So.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go! Excellent. Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout.
Okay, we're gonna start the next league battle now. Alright, let's have fun. So I said, like, yeah, after the moves I listed, those are good places when they're blocked. Those are good places to do Fuzzy Guard. Once people start beating Fuzzy Guard, like ECD actually deals with a lot of the typical answers for Fuzzy Guard. It's not perfect, and it's weaker as an option now. Still pretty good, and still deals with a lot of the very direct things people might do to beat a Fuzzy Guard. ECD is just you do evade and you do a crouch dash. Tap up the neutral, crouch dash. Tap down the neutral, crouch dash. That's all this. It's evade Fuzzy Guard, so to speak, right? It's like, think of it as a delayed Fuzzy Guard that's working after I get the... By the way, this is playing a lot better at Portland X. Let's keep this up. Nice. So Portland X, if you want to mix one in, try the forward all three. It's not the best move, but the forward all three has to be blocked low. And so forward all three will not... So you're doing forward kick and guard. Try forward PKG, all three buttons. Try like forward all three buttons. 6-6 PKG, all three.
Ready?
Try it.
Go.
The reason that your 6-6K plus G is losing because I'm just guarding standing, but try forward, forward, all three. Punch, kick, and guard center. There you go. See, I have to low block to beat that, and then I would lose that. See, and you've got me 3 times in a row. Mid-low mix-up from long range, right? There you go. All right, let's fight. We're having fun. Go ahead and take me down. The downside to this move, sidestep. Patient sidestep is very strong against this move.
Go.
Good that you are buffering though. I like that you're buffering. We're gonna get this, we're gonna master the boxing. Keep it up. Good. Nice. Nice. The problem is I can still hit you after that, which is the funny part. Like this. See, the weakness of this move is I can tech and attack. So, it's better against the wall. Nice, I like that throw. I like the catch throw. Alright, good game, my friend. Good sparring. Keep it up. Again, I'm happy that you're here with us. Let's keep working on it. But it is good stuff. I like your flow. Good flow today. Good flow.
I want a serious fight.
Weaver's like the low that is not a low but is a low. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like what goes catch throw that's not actually a catch throw. It's not even a throw. 6-6 plus G from Go is not a throw. It's an EX low that looks like a throw. And it's an EX full circular low that looks like a throw. Yeah.
Round 1. Ready? Go. Knockout.
Oh, I don't recommend using the moves too much, but they're fun to sneak a win with. So like if their health is low, it can be fun to do. But it is a fun move to do, but it's very risky. but sometimes it's a cool finishing blow, and it's still fun to do sometimes. So, but keep it up. Keep it up. Enjoy the moves.
Round 3. Ready? Go.
Nice. A good fight, gentlemen. Or gentle people. Let's see. I don't know if Tom Peterson still exists. I haven't seen it lately, so I don't think Tom Peterson's around anymore. Or Glorious, and I'm pretty sure they passed away quite a long time ago. But I'm not sure if the business still exists or not. I haven't seen them, so I haven't seen that in forever. But it is a good memory, so it's a good memory of a classic age. But yeah, Tom Peterson, the happy place to buy. Carserva, I'm happy to hear that the advice paid off. Keep it up. Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. Alright, here we go. Here we go, Ba Ba Ba. Okay, we're waiting for Ba 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 to get back in. Nice. I like this throw. Perfect. Alright.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Nice. Nice. That hurt. So if I'm sidestepping towards Taka's front, 4P is kind of the tool that you want to use against it. So back and punch is the slap that will hit me out of that if you can time it. It's really good, especially now, but if I'm sidestepping to the front, that is going to be it. So this sidestep to the front is what beats that down punch and kick. So this is really powerful movement here if the opponent doesn't move in, so. Nice throw, good time throw. That's why sidestep works. So if you suspect me sidestepping, throw is the answer, right? Anytime I sidestep, throw would have got it, but it would have had to be timed well. But throw is very strong. Go ahead. Okay. So throws do use up time though. So when you're trying to beat the clock, you'll have to kind of use attacks a lot of times if it's getting close. But yeah. Also a good tool with Taka is back punch and kick at the same time, right? You do back punch and kick. But you watch, you watch and you hit confirm that one, but it's not as good as it used to be. It's still pretty good though. K plus GP is pretty good too. Kick and guard and then punch follow up. But yeah, keep it up, Baba. I understand.
Round 1. Ready,
I understand Karasuba. No problem, Baba. I hope you don't mind the advice. You can tell me if you don't want to hear it, but I hope you don't mind the advice. But you're doing good stuff, so. Alright. Trying really hard to work on our Jeffrey eyes here. Our Jeffrey eyes see. No problem. No problem. I can show you some stuff that helps with Taka. So with Taka, a good move for you to add to your repertoire, back and punch into P plus K. And then after that, then you can start adding more of the moves from that move. But P plus K option is the first one that you should do. Oh, good game, RJ. Good game. I'm like, you're giving me so much good Jeffrey training because I'm trying really hard to watch each Jeffrey move more. I'm trying so hard to watch each Jeffrey attack more. This is good stuff. Thank you so much, my friend. Thanks for this battle. But back and punch into P plus K is a really good move. I like that move. And then there's other stuff you can do with back P, back and P, and then P plus K after that. But then after that you do back P and you can do other stuff. Now I don't like back PPP. It's really weak. Like it's too many highs. So I usually destroy that when I see Taka players use that. Back P should be much better now than it was a month ago, because ECD used to work okay enough against back and punch, and it should no longer work that well against it anymore. The opponent would probably have to do evade forward dash guard, and so I have to test it against the evade forward dash guard. I think that would be okay, but they're kind of forced to deal with that, and then I think Taka has some games he can play for that. So against Leon, forward throw is your escape. Nice. Keep it up. Very good throw. Good neutral throw. Nice. Nice side throw. There you go. Got it in time. Alright, here we go. Very nice. Nice.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Nice. Nice. Good round.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Good defense. Alright, it was a good game, man. Good game. Your defense getting better. You're seeing the weaknesses of these attacks if I happen to sidestep them. But that's okay. This is good experience to build. It doesn't mean you don't do them, but it means you kind of target and understand if the opponent is going for sidestep. So keep training, keep it up, but also keep watching to register in your mind, he just sidestepped. He just sidestepped. Okay, don't be upset when you get that. Just register. Just be like, oh, okay, that was a sidestep. Because when you start being able to see sidesteps, later on they'll click that you can like throw at those moments, or you can do other certain things against it. You can pick, like John, like back and punch would also, if the opponent is sidestepping to John's back punch is a pretty good way to kind of deal with that. Alright, right, here we go. Very nice. Awesome. This is a lot of stuff I didn't see before, so I like it. Awesome. Very nice. This is cool. This is what I want to see.
Round 3.
All right, here you go, Ray.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Crap.
Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
All right.
Forgot to train, eh?
Kind of the kick throw after getting hit by your sidekick. Wonder about that, huh? One point 10 did do a lot of changes. Yeah, you're right. Buffering can be tough. Adjusting buffering can be tough too. Like, there are days when I feel like I'm off and I have to make an adjustment, so I have to treat it like, even offline, right? Even offline is sometimes I have to make an adjustment and say, oh, I'm a little slow today. I gotta need to be a little fast or do moves that make it easier. That was an intense battle, Kasano. Really awesome mind games. I love it. This is really good stuff. I love it a lot. Good. There you go. I like that ground throw.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I let go guard. That was really good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Good game, Kasana. Good game. That was intense. I like where it was going. Your guesses are getting. Your wolf is getting scarier and scarier, and I like where it's going. I like where that's going. It's very scary. That one, well, that Oki timing was bad because of how close we were, right? And I think that was because of like where the knockdown resulted in. So, yeah, I think we ended up being closer than normal, and that's also why I felt very strongly that I should wake up quickly and attack you. So.
Round one. Ready, go!
Nice. Very good. Keep this up. Very nice.
Knockout.
There's a lot of good stuff there. A lot of good stuff there. I like the activity. Alright, let's see what you got here.
Ready, go!
This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed too. If I get this this side kick hitting you on the side crouching right here, side crouch hit guarantees that PKP, if you're wondering. Very nice, nice. Nice. Good sidestep. I like the sidestep. You were trying to do offensive move, which is what messed you up here, whereas you wanted to get the sidestep and then attack, but the sidestep was correct. Alright, good game. So once I got this side kick here, the purple hit, then this PK, the elbow. But earlier was the PKP, then I did elbow because I have advantage. And so you were stuck in the side turn, and then you got hit while trying to attack, because the purple means it was a counter hit. And then I did the throw right after. But yeah, side throw is only one direction for side throw, and that one was a side throw. So if you go back to like Tekken logic, the side throw escape is like the right side of your character, the left side. It's like right throw escape or left throw escape. But there are other tricks to do it if that method is confusing. But you're doing very well. Keep it up. Keep it up. I like how fast you're building your Akira. I like the way you're constructing it. And I like that you didn't do as much offensive move in this game. And I think you did not the last time either, so that was very good. Because offensive move, we're not ready for that yet until when the opponent starts doing stuff like fuzzy guard or very specific timings, right? That's when offensive move is good. But you also want to know what to do with the offensive move. And Akira has some mean stuff with it. Akira actually has very powerful stuff with offensive move, but we get there. Get used to the front-facing game first, and then anything you do there will be strong in the side turn game, and then you'll learn more powerful stuff.
Round one.
Yeah, the basic boxing. Yes, keep improving the boxing. Good. There, that move is a good one. Yes. You can also do other chasing moves, but yeah. And you can even do 6-6P plus K, right? No, that one is risky. You don't want that move to get sidestepped. Is the problem with that move. And so I'm trying to bait moves like 6xp plus K. Yeah, 9k is a good one too.
Knockout.
Very nice. The 6p, solid. All right, here we go. Let's do this hypergraph.
Ready, go.
That 6p was it. That was good.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready,
You'll get used to catching the slippery game. Very good defense. Nice. Nice. That was sick. That really punished it. Man, that was an awesome solution. I love that one a lot.
round 4.
All right, here we go.
Ready, go. Ring out. Round 5. Ready, go. Knockout.
Good game, my friend. That last round was this game was good. This game was good. Keep it up.
See? I thought I'm better.
Good game, Hypergraph. Good game. Yep, I'm glad that you found your answer. Jabs are really strong. They're so good in this game. Now, just remember though that high jab loses to low jab, and then low jab loses to crush, right? So just be mindful of those two, because the elbow is still really, really good. And Akira has the best elbow in the game. The best moves in the game are high jab, low jab, elbow, and throw. Those are the best moves in VF. Akira has the best elbow with dashing elbow, and Akira has the best dashing elbow with super dashing elbow. So it is really scary. And when you master this concept and you know how to, and yes, keep working, improving the jab. So important.
Round 1.
And you master the dashing elbow and the super dashing elbow. Akira's pressure is so much. He's like a nightmare. Because the opponent feels like they're always guessing between defending and attacking. And then they'll become open to stuff like guard break. They'll be open, of course they'll be open to the throws. And then when you get your opponent afraid to attack, when they start defending like a lot, that's when the offensive move is powerful, right? You paralyze your opponent with your offense, and then the offensive move becomes very strong. And if you know what to do with Akira with side turn 2. So keep it up. But yeah, you're doing well. You're off to a great start, man. Yes, there are a lot of moves that are brutal that crushes high jab, and there's a lot of stuff that crushes low jab. So crushing, that's why you don't want to overuse high jab and you don't want to overuse low jab. And these things are setup tools. So the reason they're so good is because they set stuff up by themselves. They don't do much. They do quite a bit, but by themselves they're not doing that much damage. It's what they threaten to do after they succeed, right? The high jab threatens a lot of things. If it touches you, the elbow is probably coming next, because the elbows beats most things that you could do. So then you have to worry about how to beat the elbow, and that becomes a mind game by itself. The low jab stops strings. The low jab interrupts strings. The low jab beats high punch. The low jab beats mashing really, really well. So if your opponent just mashes like crazy, low punch is very good at setting up the thing after low punch. Now Akira is a little trickier. So with Akira, it's not as cut and dry. Like he's not using like a counter hit uppercut, but he does have a lot of attacks that are good there. He hits with low punch, he can do dashing elbow, but he can do many other things too. So keep it up. Keep it up. Keep building how you construct winning situations, and then how you can then apply pressure, and then of course with Akira you do damage too. Now that said, I told you that high punch is one of the few plus on block moves. Another good plus on block move that Akira has is 4-6P. 4-6P is plus on block. Of course it's a high, so people can crush it very well. So you don't want to overuse 4-6P, but it's very strong because it's hard for the opponent to react. It's hard even for Akira to react to a block 4-6P. If 4-6P hits, it's a combo. And if 4-6P is blocked, Akira is plus. And it's quite strong. He can just dashing elbow if the opponent blocks the 4-6P. So practice that too. But understand that 4-6P is vulnerable. They can duck and punish it. They can crush it. I think they can evade punish it now too. It's hard, but they can still do that too. So 4-6P, powerful move. It does not replace the high jab, but it is a very powerful, very fast high attack, and the start of Akira's very scary guard punish game. You can evade punish and guard punish with 4-6P, as long as they're standing. If they're crouching, no, but if they're standing and they're vulnerable, 4-6P will do a lot of damage because of the combo. But some players use it maybe too much, and that becomes a weak point if it's used too much because it can be crushed. The opponent can apply really strong pressure against Akira if they overuse 4-6P. But if they use 4-6P where it's guaranteed, it's so powerful. Just that alone is powerful. So you don't always have to play games with 4-6P. You can use it when it's guaranteed. When it's guaranteed because you sidestep a big attack, or because it's guaranteed when you block something that's punishable. So, hey, my pleasure for the advice, Baba. Keep it up. I need one-on-one. Yes, we should. I definitely want to do a one-on-one practice with you, and we'll cover a lot. We'll try to cover different Taka stuff. I'll try to adapt my knowledge to the 1.10, and then it'll be good. Yeah, jab is so good. The important thing is, so here's the thing with jab. When you do jab, you want to be confident that you're going to touch the opponent. So if the opponent's crouching a lot, okay, it's not time for jab. The opponent's whiffing a lot, you can PK, but you can also jab in the setup. But when your opponent's playing in a way where they're guarding high like a lot, then you can kind of sense that, okay, they'll probably block this, so I do jab elbow. Jab elbow. But once I start seeing opponents ducking a lot, then I have to change and just go straight to elbow sometime, or stuff like that, or delay throw, but usually not delay throw. But that can be, if they're doing duck stand, then delay throw becomes a good option. If they're ducking a lot, again, high jab not so good. If they're standing a lot, then high jab is good. And if like I'm sidestepping and they're attacking quite a bit and they're standing, then I could do jab, but I can do a lot of other stuff too. So you'll get the feel for it as you fight. But boxing is always good. Boxing, even when it feels like it's not as optimal, it's still working for you if you improve your boxing. Boxing is the way that you can kind of survive against people that are better than you. And then when you learn how to box and on counter hit, mix up. The mix up is really the only way that a weaker player beats a stronger player with some consistency, is by getting very good at the mix up. Because then once the opponent's in a mix-up, they have to guess. And if you're better at reading or guessing or conditioning, you'll be very powerful, and you'll have the ability to beat players that are even better than you, because you'll seize the opportunity. It's like going all in on poker. It is a gamble though, because the opponent can reverse Nitaku. This game, the opponent is allowed to reverse mix up you. They're allowed to play in a way that can totally punish your option too. So it's not just like a live or die. They have the ability to screw with you too. So mix-ups go both ways in Virtua Fighter, but that's what's exciting about them. It's what's really exciting about it. And it's not random. Because it's very risky if they always go for the swing, and if you're playing, there's a way to play safe and punish. That's why they don't go all crazy. And then it becomes more controlled and mind game. It's more like, this is what I think they'll do. I would say sidestepping is a bigger punishment than guard, but guard is a low risk way to defend. Guard is always robust. Sidestep is a risky way to defend. Higher reward, higher risk. Guarding, lower reward, but lower risk. But the rewards are good for guarding. The rewards are good. If you get good at mixing up, the rewards are very good for guarding. Because guarding gives you a lot of mix-up opportunity by itself. Except for when people only box, right? But there is a weakness to boxing. Boxing is boxing, so outboxing can become strong against the boxing. Being good at mix-up can do more damage, and so then the boxing might struggle with that if the opponent's better at mixing up. So that forces the person that's relying on boxing to kind of outbox to avoid getting thrown and avoid getting mixed up, right? But then even when you're moving, that has weaknesses. So this all goes together. In VF, you kind of have to be a relatively complete player. You can't just do a narrow strategy in VF. You got to counter the way they're playing right now. And if you're in the lead, if you're winning, you should be preparing for you should play the way that's working, that's winning. But you should be ready for when your opponent makes a change. You should be waiting for it. And when they finally show you the change, you can make the adjustment too, and stay a step ahead of them. And you can use that advantage to try to keep being ahead of them. But and so if you're winning, you are profiting. You are in the black, they're in the red. So they desperately want to turn the game around. Let me see here. And so because they desperately want to turn around, you can afford to take some hits. You can afford to take some losses on situations. You're allowed to gamble a little more, but you shouldn't just recklessly gamble. But you are allowed to act on your reads a bit more if you're ahead. But you're also allowed to just hold it steady and plan for when they make the adjustment. Plan for when they start to turn it around. What will you do? This is that kind of game. It's a game of cycling strategy, of tactics, playing tactically. Yes, your character has an influence, but the player has more influence than the character. The character has a lot of influence, of course. It has powerful plays, and it's up to the player whether they're going to do these powerful plays or if they can, or which powerful plays they play. But they kind of need to do everything decently enough for them to consistently win in this game. And it's fun. I think it's really fun. Keep building your skills. There are so many skills to build, but just keep adding to them. They'll come together. And when this game is satisfying, it is so satisfying. All right, thank you all so much for listening to my TED Talk. 3P plus K is a really good move for Akira. What's good about it? When Akira hits with 3P plus K, it's very strong. he can mix. He can do dashing elbow to be safe, but he can also. But if he really thinks the opponent's going to sidestep, he can do 4-6 or attack. He can do 4-6p plus K or 4-6 PKG, and they're both very powerful. He can also throw, right? So he can mix those up and throw. So like 3p plus K is a very, very strong move. The low back fist, very, very strong. Rayblade's going to show you Akira stuff too. So watch it. Ray's Akira is better than mine, so I'm actually going to head out soon. But this will be fun to watch this one while I find someone to raid. But keep it up, and you guys keep training in this room. It's a good room to train in. I am going to go take care of a lot of stuff, but I had a great time with y'all tonight. And please message me, any of you, because this week I do have some time I can use for some one-on-one sessions. So I'll try to do some one-on-ones this week with some of y'all, because I think it'll be a lot of fun. Let's train together, let's improve together, and let's have fun playing VF, and let's watch Evo Japan VF too this weekend. Like I might do a watching party, but I really do want to support the stream, the main stream. So even if I do a watching party, I always say that I want people to also at least have the main stream running in the background and participate in both chats. It's a lot of fun because we want to support as much as we can of people supporting VF, which includes the official stream. So. Especially because we got amazing talent. Like I'm pretty sure Shidosha is commentating, and I think he's commentating from Japan. I'm so happy that he's commentating Evo Japan, if that's true. He's definitely one of our very, very, very best commentators, and he's one of our best players in North America. And he's a great teacher. He is a superb communicator. So let's support that. Let's see here.
Round 5. Ready?
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun watching Evo Japan. And Woo Within, thank you so much. Thanks. Hey, you have a good one too. Thank you. Let's see here. All right. Let's see who I'm gonna raid tonight. We do have some Virtua Fighter, I think. LD Wells is doing Kung Fu though. So if we don't have Virtua Fighter, we will definitely be showing off some Kung Fu. Let's see. Who is Floyd? It's playing Virtua Fighter 4. That's pretty cool. But I am going to share. I do want. Well, this is pretty cool though. But I'm going to send it to LD Wells though tonight, even though I do like this person playing Virtua Fighter 4 is pretty cool. Now, this is going to be a Hong Kong Kung Fu film. This is going to be a Kung Fu film stream, but it's great. Trust me. The vibes are good. So, tonight you will all know Kung Fu. You will all know Kung Fu tonight. But there is somebody streaming Virtua Fighter 4. Feel free to support them as well. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You all have a good night. Thank you so much. Enjoy the Kung Fu. And also, maybe check out some Virtua Fighter 4 as well. But LD Wells is showing the Kung Fu. Here you guys go.
Round 3. Ready? Go!
All right, and here we go.
Bring out! Round 4. Ready? Go!
And to kind of keep it up. pretty exciting fight between Jakai and Rayblade. That was exciting on the corner. Good game, good game. Good games, everyone. Have a good one. Thank you.